Storm Team 8 is tracking a severe weather alert.
Another round of severe weather after Friday's tornadoes ripped through the state.
As you can see, storms from the Illinois and Indiana region are making their way into Michigan.
This round of severe weather, we're seeing some damaging wind and hail come with it, with a chance of possible tornadoes. And look at this video of the hail that came down earlier tonight all over West Michigan.
Already a busy night. We do have team coverage for you. We have reporters out there. Storm teammates Ellen Baca and Blake Harms are tracking it all for us.
We'll begin with Ellen. What are we seeing right now, Ellen?
Right now, just a very active radar. This is the latest on Storm Threat Live. And you can see that we have strong to severe thunderstorms that are rolling across West Michigan as we speak. So if we continue to monitor this situation, you can see that we have the heavy rain, the lightning, and occasionally we have some severe thunderstorm warnings. We're going to talk about this one briefly in a moment. But first, I'm going to focus in on some of these ones that are over our viewing area. We've had round after round of not just heavy rain, but also some hail producers. So if we put this in motion, you can see a ton of rain is on the way. We're already dealing with some localized flooding in spots. But in addition to that, every time we see a little hail core, we've been seeing hail as large as either pea-size, ranging to an inch in diameter. In some cases, like the Hudsonville area, we've seen some hail as big as 3 inches in diameter. In fact, getting a picture of that earlier, Blake Harms having a viewer send it his way. We encourage you to send us pictures of any reports you receive. Just head to woodtv.com/reported. These are all not only tracking to the east, but also lifting north ever so subtly. So we likely are going to see, I would guess, a new severe thunderstorm warning issued in the Muskegon County area as we see more hail potential lifting through up into Newaygo County. You can see a lot of lightning with this. We'll be waiting to see if the National Weather Service issues a severe thunderstorm warning. Bottom line, no matter where you are, plan on heavy rain, plan on the potential for some isolated hail. We've also seen some isolated wind damage on the south side of Grand Rapids. And what's more, we're still just now getting into that time frame where we have to watch for a tornado threat. So we've been watching this storm right here. It's just lifting on the north side of Goshen. It's headed towards St. Joseph County, and it's had a long history. Now, with that being said, no tornado warning on it now, although a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. Josh Sanchez, reporter for us, on site in St. Joseph County ahead of this storm. Josh.
Yeah, Ellen, I'm down here in White Pigeon where we got around into town around 10:30. And when we first pulled in, I stepped outside just to get a feel for the area. And you could see some of the flags flying across the street from the parking lot that we were parked in. The traffic lights started to swing a little bit more as well. But there was a warm breeze that I didn't feel over in Kalamazoo. And there was no rain at the time. That's slowly starting to change here as the seconds go by. And you might be able to see some of that thunder and lightning band start to roll in as I talk. So earlier tonight, we started our night over, of course, in our Kalamazoo downtown studio, and I did a quick walk around 8 o'clock of the Kalamazoo Mall. It was breezy, but it was a cool breeze, not as warm as we were feeling right now. And then we made our way over towards Three Rivers. As we made our way towards Three Rivers around 10 o'clock, that's when we saw our first flashes of lightning over the Three Rivers area. There was no rain at the time, and then that's what brought us here to White Pigeon. And those conditions are starting to change. As I mentioned, we've had no rain up until this point where I'm talking right now, where we're starting to get a little bit more of that drizzle, a little bit more lightning, a little bit more thunder. And I pulled some information that could be some news that folks could use out there directly from St. Joseph County Central Dispatch, especially if this storm starts to turn towards a tornado watch or warning. The dispatch posted on Facebook that United Methodist Church at 305 East Main Street, Centerville, will be used as a storm shelter, and that will open when there is a if there is a tornado watch warning has been issued, or if there's a severe thunderstorm warning with winds greater than 75 miles per hour expected. So that's the only time that they're going to be opening up this shelter. So something to keep in mind, especially for folks out there in the Three Rivers area, Centerville area. So something to keep in mind as we see this storm start to roll on through. Live in White Pigeon, Josh Sanchez, News 8.
Thank you, Josh. And not only are we tracking the potential for severe weather down along the state line, we are tracking flash flood warnings that have been issued across much of the Grand Rapids metropolitan area, much of Ottawa, Kent, parts of Ionia, Montcalm, and Muskegon counties are in a flash flood warning until somewhere in the 3:30 to 4:15 a.m. time frame. Depends on where you are. bottom line is that we are expecting flash flooding to continue. I've heard significant reports, especially in the Ottawa County area overnight. And the bad news is the rain is starting to fill back in on radar. We had a little bit of a break. That is starting to fill back in. In fact, if we look at radar estimated rainfall totals here over the last, a lot of this has fallen in the last 3 hours. You see several stripes of yellow. That's where we've had 2 inches or more. Just heard a report on the east side of Jenison that came in of over 2.5 inches of rain. That would put it right in this bullseye here on the southwest side of Grand Rapids. So multiple areas right along I-96 and just north where we've had the heaviest swaths of rain. And as mentioned, we are seeing the radar begin to increase again. We were in a lull. Rainfall rates are starting to pick back up. I want you to watch over Lake Michigan. You see these shades of green turning to shades of yellow, orange, and even red. That's where we have more heavy downpours on the way. So Ottawa County, you just got a brief reprieve. That's going to be replaced and already is being replaced by steady rain, which will continue to make the flooding situation worse over the next few hours. Meantime, where Josh was at down in St. Joseph County, they'll have the chance of this cell rolling through and then a line passing by a few hours later. So in addition to the severe weather threat, the hail we've seen already, this potential for tornadoes close to the state line, we are of course continuing to very closely watch all the flooding that is occurring across West Michigan this evening. Brian and Amber.
Yes, a lot of reports of flooding. Take a look at this is video of flooding on the west side of Grand Rapids near Seward and 3rd. Our crew on scene said the water is about knee-high in some areas, and then around 4 cars were stuck in the water at one point.
This kind of flooding is seen all over West Michigan tonight. News 8's Katani Gooch is live in Grand Rapids with more on what conditions are like out there right now. Katani?
Yeah, Brian and Amber, we're actually over near Byron Center. We traveled down to where we got reports of some trees down at a trailer park. This is by Burlingame and 76th Street. It's kind of hard to see out here, so I have a flashlight that we have from the car. But you can see this is part of a tree that's been knocked down over where a lot of these campers are by forested areas. So this is like the front half of a tree. You can see where it's split into 2 right here. This is the back end, and this is the front end over here by me. If there was a trailer parked here, it would have definitely received significant damage from this. Now, this is probably from winds. It probably could even be from a lightning strike or something, because this is the only tree really down in this area. But this is, you go further back here, I have to be careful because there's branches everywhere. But if you go further back here, you can see a significant part of the tree also right here, because these are pretty tall trees that surround these trailers right here. But like I said, this is typically where a trailer would park. But we did get to speak to somebody here who said this was the off season. So a lot of people that are here are probably construction workers, not people here for in season. So thankfully there wasn't a trailer right here. There's a trailer right next to it that has a little bit of a tree branch on top of it. You can't really see it in the dark, so I won't even try to show you guys. But we did get to talk to the people that were here right before they left. They said that that tree limb that fell onto their trailer caved their roof in. They were fortunately in the bedroom in the safe area of the trailer when it all happened, so they didn't receive any physical harm, but their front half of their trailer is caved in from that tree. We got a little bit of video of that. Hopefully we can show you guys online if you want some pictures of that. But they have relocated because it's not very livable right now. They said that it's total. They can't live in there anymore, so they've relocated. This is the only place that we were seeing damage here in this area, but like you were saying earlier, we were seeing significant flooding over in downtown Grand Rapids. We've just been driving around the area. The draining system seems to be working, but if more rain's coming in, it could cause some problems in certain areas, specifically over on 28th Street and Division, where it floods under that overpass quite frequently. But we'll send it back to you guys in the studio as we're continuing to survey some of the damage that's out here as more storms continue to roll in. Live in Byron Center, Katani Gooch, News 8.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of the images coming in all over the area, the flooding, the hail, basements flooded out.
Yes.
It's been a long night for a lot
Power
of folks.
outages, yeah, already active night and another round moving in right now. All right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.